Employment options that I can pursue? I've been with this company for about 5 years, and I'm pretty comfortable. But I'm not afraid to jump ship for my benefit.
Then do that. Tell them, look, I'm going to leave. Okay, you don't have to do this at all. There's no law in here.
Is that your?
There is no law in here that will punish you, allows the IRS to do this thing. Just tell them that, and as a Restore Freedom Plan member, if you do that, we'll try to help you with that. Talk to the employer, but you got to find out who in the company to talk to beyond the mere clerks at the payroll or human resource department that handles this, beyond the clerks and the managers. We got to get to someone higher up who has authority to say, don't do this, lower level people. Usually the controller or attorney, tax attorney of the corporation. If you can do that, we can get someplace. Because the clerks at the lower level are just a bunch of nice but ignorant people that say, look, I don't know. I'm told that's what I should do every time this comes in. We do what the IRS says, and sorry, I can't help you. Go talk to the IRS. Out of our hands. That's what happens. Okay?
Okay. Is there a letter or anything like that you think I can type up, or that you guys can help me with that? I know, that wouldn't be free, but, that's something I'm able to discuss about in private, or up to you.
As a Restore Freedom Plan member, yes, we can try that for you. It may work. It usually doesn't, honestly. I don't want to just sell you on something that will not help you more likely, honestly. Because it's not the letter. You got to get somewhat of intelligence and confidence to read English language. The clerks, they're semi-illiterate. The managers, a little bit more illiterate. They don't read. They read. You show them the law, and it's going to go over the head. Like, oh wow, law. Oh gee, that's too much advanced English level language. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a stupid, dumb employee. I don't understand this stuff. And we're told not to waste the time of our lawyers, who charge us $1,000 an hour for any legal question. That's going to cost the company too much money if every Tom, Dick, and Harry has an issue with their payroll issue to go to a tax lawyer. So I've been told just to ignore you. That's the problem. You got to get the contact information of a higher up level person to have any chance of talking to them and maybe getting somewhere. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, I also have another question. I saw on your website that you're trying to start a movement to, challenge this lock-in letters into Congress. What can we do to help and assist with that collectively?
Just join Restore Freedom Plan, because we have people join for $2,000 a year minimum membership. We have a lock-in letter. And we can if you join for the previous years you already not filed, we can protect you for those years. Number one, from IRS trying to legally try to assess taxes on you, collection or criminal investigation, criminal charges. So you join for the previous years, we protect you for those years, and you enable us to have funding to do these lawsuits, because they take time and money. Right now, actually, we're looking at some lawyers. We got the lawsuit written up. We got to find some. We got shopping around between good lawyers that will work with us, that are competent and good, and follow the lawsuit. We got a couple lawsuits in mind to file on behalf of everybody. I'm hoping we can do a class action lawsuit, actually. So you just joining a Restore Freedom Plan allows us the funding we need to be able to really expand this work, because lawyers are not cheap. Even though we do most of the work, I got to pay the lawyers. The good lawyers charge a lot of money. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll check all your plans, and then I guess I'll probably pull a trigger on it.
Very good.
But yeah, I guess I'll discuss this in private, I guess, at some other time.
Mm-hmm. Talk to your wife. We'll be there for you, my friend, okay? What state do you live in, by the way, Alex?
I live in Texas.
In Texas, okay. No state income tax. That's good. All right.
Yeah.
Very good, Alex. Thanks for calling, my friend. I appreciate you calling us, my friend.
Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome. Before I get the 347 area code caller, the number to call if you have a question is going to be put on your screen. What's the number to call? 442. What's the area code? Let's put it on the screen, guys. 424 552 1299 and press 1 on your telephone keypad. 424 552 1299 and then press 1. Okay, 347 area code caller. Please give me your first name, how you heard about Freedom Law School, and then your question, please. I'm sorry.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. My name is Joseph Llanos. From New York.
Joseph, you said?
That's me.
Okay,
yes.
All right.
Joseph Llanos. I was introduced to the Freedom Law School program by my wife. She's not here because she had to work, but she told me to sit in on the hour live and asked my questions.
Okay.
So question one is, I haven't filed for the last 2 years. I'm retired. We had a bill from the IRS for over $17,000 that she's been paying on since 2019. And
hold on.
She got a letter of status.
For 2 years you haven't filed, but you owe $17,000 to the IRS for the previous years that you had filed 1040 income tax confession forms with the IRS. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And she got a letter of satisfaction for the $17,000.
What does that mean? I never heard of such a term. What does that mean exactly? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What is letter? I never heard IRS anybody. He was satisfied with you. What does that mean?
That the $17,000 and change was paid. She got a letter of satisfaction, which was in the possession of the accountant.
How was it paid?
So,
how was it paid?
She was paying. She was on a program. She got a payment plan.
Okay, so she paid it off. That. Okay, all right. She paid it off. Got it. Okay.
So then we just recently got another bill for saying that we owe $100,000. So I don't know. I don't know who to believe. And we did an offer and compromise. They denied it and sent us a letter indicating that we owe over $100,000. And they already have sent me a letter from the DMV to get a restricted license until this tax situation is resolved. I have to drive around with a restricted license. So I did that today because today was the deadline. And I don't know how to proceed other than we're going to be members of the Freedom School, definitely. And I'd just like some more information on how to combat this.
Okay, well, and when you join Restore Freedom Plan, we'll assist you with this situation also. There'll be extra charge for that. But right. I need to get more information from you. You got a mess on your hand. First of all, I can tell by what you said that it's not IRS that's after you for $100,000 plus. It's the state of New York. Why? Okay. Because you live in a country of New York. I live in a country of Florida. Okay, driver license, more like most everything, is by country law, your state law. The federal government has no power or jurisdiction in the state of New York or Florida. Your driver license restrictions because from New York, not the federal government.
Right.
So somehow the state of New York is after you for some unknown reason. I can only figure out after I see the paperwork of your case to see what's happening with it. So you got to give me the paperwork of your situation, then I can review to see what's going on. Complete correspondence with the state of New York. I need to see all that stuff, and then we can take it from there after you join and give you some guidance as to what your options may be, given your circumstances where they're at.
I see. Okay. Well, I guess that's about that. We need to see what's going on. Complete the extent of my question. So we got to get the paperwork together, get into the membership, and then make sure you have everything that you need to review.
Yep. You got it, my friend. That is it.
I got that correctly.
Very simple. You got it, bro.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Joseph. My pleasure. All right, people. Since there's no one on the queue call waiting, I'm going to go to the questions on email and that people email to us before I go to online questions that we got coming up soon thereafter, guys. If there's any questions online, you can put it up there. We have someone from California who wrote me email named Craig that says, I've been married for 35 years. My wife filed for divorce. I'm sorry to hear that after 35 years. I haven't filed taxes in 4 years. I've been told that I have to file taxes before in order to go forward. Is that true? Not necessarily. Okay? So that's why you should call, because that's a very vague question. Okay? Generally speaking, if you go through the divorce process toward the end, in order to determine what should be your child support or spousal support, they want to know how much you made, because they want to take a percentage of that and give it to your spouse, to give your spouse every month. So they want that based upon your tax return. But it doesn't have to be done through your tax return in the first place. It's optional. It's the most common way to do it, but not necessarily. Okay? So you don't have, if you can sell things with your wife on your own, your ex-wife to be, maybe not, of 35 years, come up with the amicable divorce. I don't know about the particulars of your situation, so that's as much information I can give it to you. I give you some idea, but the specifics of the case are the critical things that need to be addressed, and how to negotiate that with your wife and or her lawyer or not. So it's not necessarily so, but probably. But not necessarily. It depends on you and your wife. I would suggest that maybe we can talk to your wife. Has she filed for the last 4 years? I don't know. How about her? Okay? And so because you've been a non-filer, you filing will cause problems for her, potentially. So she's better off to make a deal with you in a friendly way in this divorce, if it goes through, unless she changes her mind, and you can have her to stay with you. So it's not a black and white simple answer I can give you, I'm afraid. Okay? All right, we got one more question. Any questions online you guys have for me to ask? Let me know, okay? Get the other guys to give you a hand if you need to, guys, okay? All right, so here we have someone asking a question named R. What does R stand for? From Regla. Okay? And Regla actually has a different name on the letters I got here. It starts with the L. From New York. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to use your real name. I just want to help you guys. Well, let's see. I got Regla here, and I got some letters addressed to Lanos. Okay, well, the name is... Okay, I guess a spouse and wife. I see. It looks like you got married couple. Something's addressed to Regla, some to Lanos from New York. All right. So let's see. This is a little long letter, okay? You guys would probably need some consultation privately, but let's see. They have not filed for 23 and 24, okay? And, of course, the CPA tells them to be slave, to offer and compromise. The worst thing you can do is offer and compromise. Because even if you get that deal or break, which you usually don't, because they don't give it to you unless you're poor, you agree to be a slave for 5 years and file and pay on time, otherwise the deal is off. Why would you want to be slaves again and again? You don't have a problem, okay? They said previously their accounts have been levied in May of 2022 for about $7,000. And you have a CPA you've been wasting your money on, okay? If you didn't have him, you could probably paid off the IRS a long time ago, whatever that was. And of course, the incompetent CPA tells him there's nothing he could do. Okay, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the problem is with this situation at all. You don't tell me. Okay, they've been on the phone with the managers of the New York State Collection Department, how the agent did not follow through with their correspondence in which they had informed them of their hardships, family loss, husband was laid off, and she was unemployed. After submitting numerous documents and lengthy phone calls, the manager informed them that they would grant them full refund. Okay. Somehow the CPA wanted to bill them additional $600 for his services when he made only one phone call concerning this issue. Yeah, they're thieves, incompetent thieves. You don't owe him nothing to that guy. Pay him nothing. Or attempted to steal from me for just one useless call. We also called and emailed our former CPA inquiring about several documents and a notice from New York State Satisfied Tax Warrant dated June 22 for $17,000. This was the original amount we had been making payments from 18 to 21. There's also a Dutchess County public judgment in September 22 for about $17,000. Okay, and it seems very confusing. And the 3 receive correspondence that claims that we have it satisfied, and one claiming there is a judgment. Okay, so we recently received notice that we owe an overwhelming amount. My husband is currently retired, and I've worked as an independent contractor in the wellness industry. Good for you that you do something in the wellness industry. We are really not sure how accurate his claims have been, especially when we're not getting answers from the accountant we had worked with. The following are documents and notices that we had sent him. Unfortunately, he never provided us any explanation. Of course, because the accountant CPA has no tax law. He's incompetent. He's just the glorified tax return filer with the title called certified public accountant. He's like slave assistant to make you a slave, to put a rope around your neck. That's what he does very well. Okay? So you got several documents, satisfied tax warrant from New York in July. You got 2 of them for $17,000. Adjustment notice tax, $7,000 or so. Dutchess County public judgment, $17,000. You're confused by notices indicating that they have satisfied tax warrant in the amount of $17,000. Okay, the levied account amount was returned to you. Does that mean they waived the balance and amount of $17,000 no longer an issue? Okay. You have a class during our Freedom Hour, but the husband will be able to on the live call. We greatly appreciate your time. Well, thanks. I'm glad to be of help to you. Regular, but I'm not sure if your paperwork will be enough to help me explain things to you. Ensure you got a copy of a paper from New York Satisfactory Judgment against both of you, saying that $17,000 was paid in July 1st, 2022. Okay? So then you got another letter from them, the above taxes satisfied in 2022. Doesn't say what year or how much. The other one says $17,000, doesn't say what year either. Okay? But, and then we have the third one is account adjustment notice, personal income tax, okay, computation, $7,000, other payments and credits in August 2022. These are all several years old. I think you paid them. The one that says everything's paid, it's paid. You got plenty of proof that it's been paid, their own documents. So I wouldn't worry about those other ones that say you have not paid them, okay? Because left hand and the right hand obviously do not know what they're doing. You got a check they sent to you guys for $7,400 in July 2022, and the refund. So you guys are paid. I don't know why you're worried about it, my friends. Do not worry about it. Regular, you're good. Okay, you don't have to worry about anything. Okay, you got these letters that you paid, and you're paid. So don't worry about that, okay? I would consider leaving that communist state of New York and that tyranny and come to a freedom-oriented state like Tennessee, New Hampshire, Florida, Texas, someplace where the cost of living is much less, and don't have a state income tax like New York has. So that's my best suggestion to you. All right, I see no questions online that we have, but I'm going to put the number to call if you have any questions. Your last try. Call now. Get your question answered. Call 424-552-1299. And then you press 1 on your telephone keypad, and I'm going to get your question answered. Again, the number, if you have a question now, is 424-552-1299. And press 1 on your telephone keypad, and I will get your question answered. All right? Do you have any comments, questions online we got to answer? Are we good for tonight, guys? All right. So, let's see. Is that, Javadi's questions answered? Or is he good? He's good? No? A lot of comments. Okay. I have no questions answered? Okay. If you guys are good, I'm good. Remember, the key to your freedom is in your hands. All that can do is provide you the information. The answer is in your hands. You got to go to our website, okay, at freedomlawschool.org, and watch the videos as you drive around, okay? 7 steps to be free, okay? And just listen to it as you drive, and you can be free by educating yourself. Now, someone asked what happened to Mr. Robert Schultz of We the People Foundation for Constitutional Education. Well, really, not much. He's a good friend of mine. He's still a good friend, but he did not listen to me. Way back, about 20 years ago, he came to me too late when the IRS messed with him and didn't do the things I told him to do timely, properly. And they got a big judgment against him. And I'm not sure what happened after that. I haven't talked to him really for over 15 years. I understand he's still alive, and he's not doing anything with the IRS as far as I know. So really, I don't have any more information about him, but I wish him well. If he hears this, Bob, give me a call sometime. What's up? I'm very busy, my friend. He's in his 80s, I know, because I'm 63. He's older than me. He's close to 80 years old, I'm sure. All right. Another question from Stephen Hirsch. Thank you for your great information. I filed those petitions letters about 8 months ago with the Congress. Good for you. I also work with Brandon Joe Williams at don'tbeslave.com. He teaches similar information as you. Well, I never heard of the guy. All right, so I'll check him out. Okay, whoever it is. Okay, and anything you want to ask me, my friend? Welcome to. I'll check him out. All right, what he says, and maybe he works with us. Maybe we can work together. He's a young freedom lover. Good. We're looking to work with young freedom lovers. Okay. All right. A horny, worthless, racist bastard looking for his next victim. All right. Okay. All right. That's what we got on this website. All right. Any other questions we got tonight? Otherwise, it looks like we're good. Guys, I love you all, and this is my way of sharing my love with you. By having all this knowledge over 30 years gathered, make the law simple to understand. When the price of housing and food is up, way above wages, okay, guess what? Okay, I'm giving you a chance to give yourself a pay raise. Don't file and pay income tax legally and safely, with a guarantee if you want, if you join the Restore Freedom Plan, or on your own, you can do it for free. Okay, it's there for you. So you got the key. Listen to our videos at freedomlawschool.org. Educate yourself. Write the petition to your congressman by certified mail, properly and fully, and start living a free, prosperous life full of joy and freedom with your family. Good night, everybody.